What's happening, everybody? Secret Hooves here. How you doing? Welcome back to day 2 of Season Mode, right here on Dungeon Fighter Online. For those that joined us last time, as you remember, we have our Avenger, who is level 32, and also today is a new day, another wonderful new day. How long have we been active for? Not long enough. Alright, so, ooh. Grants +7 automatically. That's a pain in the ass. Instant level up. Thank you for the host, Technomagus. I don't have a coupon, so I can't do that. Let's see here. So, use one of our free repairs. Fix that up. Whoops, gonna have to blank the screen for a moment. Thank you, Elm, for the host. So, unfortunately, I would have the screen open, but security reasons, I will get in trouble if I display this while I'm doing it. There we go. Yeah, we can bring this back. We're +7 onto this. So, we talked briefly the other day about upgrading equipment and weapons and stuff. So let's get to the nitty-gritty of it real quick, for example. So we're going to take, what have I lost? We're going to take this off. And we're going to take this off. Now we're going to do this. So, obviously it has its own bonuses and stuff, but... So we're going to look down here at... Okay, here we go. So this is our defense category. So, watch as I put this on. See the huge growth here? And see how these have some bonuses? More specifically, my physical has better bonuses than my magical. Well, that's because of the reinforcements. So, reinforcing your gear is very, very, very important. Now, as you can see from my weapon status, I only have, 12 and 14 for physical and magical respectively. But if I do this, boom. It jumps to 939, and then my actual boosted, which is 1224. Anything you see highlighted in green are bonuses for your character. So, in this case, I have bonuses for my HP and my MP, my Vitality, Intelligence, and Spirit. Which, by the way, I guess we should talk about these attributes a little bit. So, Strength, obviously, increases damages of Poison, Bleeding, Burning, Electrocution, and Petrify. For physical ways. Intelligence, obviously, same in reverse as physical, but for magical. Vitality, given max HP, HP recovery, and max defense. Spirit, same thing in reverse for your magic. Now then, on a base, I do 1137 untouched. But with this, I get the 87 extra points of piercing. So, that goes into it. So, other things that are help contributing to my overall power, attack speed, that's how fast I can hit people. Casting speed, that's when I actually do spells. Exorcism, until we get to the Otherverse dungeons, we're not going to talk about it. But, if you ever want a great in-depth analysis of how you're doing, you can come to here. This is the DPS analyzation window. And you can pull up an analysis for your last couple of runs. And you press that, and it will let you know how good you've been doing. Which is just something to look into. Additionally, down here we have also the different additional values of how fast you recover per minute. Hi there, how you doing? I'm not gonna bother trying to pronounce your name because I will butcher it straight up. And then additionally at the bottom, you know, how fast you can recover from being hit, how much resistances you have, and your overall attack power with said elements. And of course the 4 elements in the game are fire, water, light, and shadow. Obviously, if you are a light-based character, you're going to take more shadow damage because your light resist will be higher and your shadow resist will be lower. Same case for water and fire. If you have a higher water, you know, attribute for defense, you're going to have a hard time dealing with water, or excuse me, with fire, and likewise with fire. If yours is higher, you're going to take more from water. So try to balance those out to recover for yourself from having too many issues. In my case, I get my arse kicked by light because I am an Avenger, and the Avenger is a shadow-based character. If that wasn't already obvious. Alrighty. So, we discussed the stats, we discussed the bonuses from upgrading my equipment and stuff. It's time to get down to the nitty-gritty, it's time to get down to battling. And then additionally, after we get the Avenger up a little bit today, I've set aside a little bit of time to put together a little show with the Asura, because I wanted to put him into season mode, because I think he is an awesome character. So we're going back to Tyrant's Altar, because we need to get to 33 in order to continue into the progress. We're currently at 32 and 4/10, so let's have at it! Yeah, all of you can eat a big no. Again, the important thing to remember is when attacking, especially in season mode, you want to wait as much as you can for those invisibility moments where they flash that brightest of colors when they're dark red, or they start to shine red, so you can get that over counter, so you can hit them down for massive damage, and there you go, get a little life absorb. That's the whole point of hitting them while they're, you know, in a down state of countering. So that way you can get a benefit off of it, and, like, see right there, boom. Go for the kill, go for the kill, go for the kill! Also, for those that live in America, same as me, I share your sympathy today as Donald Trump is now the President of the United States of America, but best of luck to Donald Trump and his presidency. May he not destroy us. No, this is season mode. This is something new that DFO has done, and what it does is it allows you to fight way overpowered characters and monsters using way more overpowered attacks during special sequences, and because of such, you now have different things you can do. The action mode gauge is actually my combat powers, and when I get later up and I have white cube fragment, or excuse me, clear cube fragment skills I can use. I can use action points instead of clear cubes. Additionally, I have something called a explosive burst, which I press the tab key, I explode everything around me, and I do thunderous amounts of damage. And I mean thunderous amounts of damage. Like, I'm doing damage I probably shouldn't be doing, but because I have activated, you know, my explosive burst, I'm allowed to do more damage quicker, and with explosive results. Oh, hey Gabriel. You got crap. I mean, yeah, cool, those are good things, but at the same time, it's like, all junk I really can't even use. So let's select another dungeon. Oh, I have to close the secret store, right. So let's select another dungeon. I can't do hell mode. Alright. You know what, we'll take a walk through the Spider Kingdom. Ah, we get to take Nicholas as an escort. Okay. Yeah, in action mode, a lot of things change. You can take more damage faster, you can die sooner. You level quicker, which is a nice thing. But overall, it's meant to be a challenging experience at DFO, kind of like what season mode was for Diablo 3. It's meant to be a challenging pace to the game and allow you to actually expend your mind a little bit, per se. I guess is what I'm on the look for. Parts of it are good so far. I've had a couple moments where I found myself completely being cheaped, but I honestly think it's just due to the squishy nature of the character I was playing. I was playing an Endmaster and I got raffle stomped. And that's the only word for it. I got raffle stomped. I hate you. Yep, getting owned. I hate this dude's powerful attack. I mean, I can counter it, yes, but it's just the fact that he has such a move that just, you know, oh, you want to move? 1, 2, 3. Sorry, didn't know you wanted to move. And this section should just go E1 because it's full of heading underground enemies that are trying to hide from me. This room especially is evil. Yeah, basically. You're basically just going for the kills and getting crap done. You don't have to do quests, you don't have to do lengthy side quests. It's just basically get in there and do it. And if that's what you're in for, which honestly some days I am just in for the beatdown, just go for the beatdown. Other days, I'll admit, I will, switch over and I will actually check out the main story and stuff and piddle around there, because it's fun sometimes to sit there and grind stuff. But grinding can only be taken so far. Like, people can only grind so much before it becomes repetitive and dull. Alright, before she gets rocking and rolling too hard on me. Ooh, there's a tracker. And dead. I hate when that happens. I get rolling as the Avenger, and the next thing you know, they take out my ability to use my Metamorphosis, which, as a Demon Hunter, that's not pretty, because that's half your battle, strategy when it comes to bosses. That's okay. I have my alternate plans called keeping you on the floor. So yeah, needless to say, kind of got dunked on there. Not proud of it, but it happens. Alrighty, let's sell off all the crap we can't use, which is pretty much everything. And we are now able to go into our next dungeon. Woo! So we are now heading into the gold tunnel. You're stuck behind a rock. You ain't flanking nothing but my scythe. Get up on the minecart, get some HP. Protection. Protection's the worst type of named monster you can come into. Because protections will sit there and throw out bubbles and make it so you can't hit them. Shut up with the enemy crap. I said shut up. Here we go. Get dunked on. At least the nice thing with the Avengers, you have access to the Crusaders' wisdom and strike, wisdom blessing and strike buffs, because this allows you to add extra damage. And with strike, it lets you increase your weapon damage, which basically can translate into more magic damage, which is nice as a character that uses their weapon for magical uses, which is what I pretty much do as the Avenger anyway. And then wisdom blessing, obviously, that is vitality, not vitality, that is intelligence and spirit boosting, so empty recovery, you know, powerful attacks. You gotta put everything into your favor. The more you can put into your favor while fighting in the season mode, the better off you are. Also, the nice thing is when you finish season mode, if you manage to get a character to 85, congratulations, the character is 85. So wherever you get this character to in season mode, that's the other nice fun part about it. Wherever you get it to, that's where it becomes. So if you get to 85, it's 85. You get to 70, it's 70. And the road to 70 is, well, initially, within the main game of DFO, the story-based version of DFO, it is a biok to get through. Hey, Techno. But yeah, we're going on a massacre. Another Rhapsodia. Kind of just cheesed the crap out of them. Yeah, I know, that was probably a cheap way to take out Rhapsodia, but let's be fair, you don't want to be juggled by his smash attack, and you definitely don't want to be hit by his jump attack. So yes, I will take the cheap way out for 200, please. Oh, this one's Berserk. Alright, you gotta go. Cross that open, that's gonna make the boss be better for us. Now, I know this is gonna sound weird, but the gimmick to this dungeon for the boss is, if you can manage to break all of his braziers, he is stronger for you to fight, but he drops better rewards, so yay gimmicky characters. Crap, 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 crap. That was close. Alright, so there's only one more brazier left, and I believe I'm in the room for it. Not a foreman. Get over here. I said get over here. There we go. Now I have to take out the last lackey, and then we're on and running. Dwarves and elves. Ever the unloving allies. Come on. Yeah, just waiting for that. This is why sometimes I like picking my opportunities to attack when I know that there are over-counters coming. Like, if I can convince them to get into that frame and I can start mauling on them, I'll happily do so. Otherwise, plan B is to just... oh, be a jerk. Oh! Ah, that completely blows. Oh crap, he was a berserker? Ah. Nice. So he left an invisible field for me to step on. What a jerk. Juice up, because we're going to go into the boss and metamorphosis. Rip and tear. Because I am not dying to you. I'm sorry, but I was not dying to you. Oh cool, next dungeon, my weapons bonus level of 11. Ugh, well that was a pretty tight boss fight. Again, I only have 1 key, and I need 3 to open this dumb thing. It's not fair. Totally not fair. Alright. Like another dungeon, we're at 34. There we go with another gold tunnel, because we can't do the heart just yet. It's okay. See, now we just need to be 35 to get into the next area. We're just gonna bum rush the boss and try to stay alive a little bit better this time. Emphasis on the try part. Very big emphasis. Because I swear, they make it just dang near impossible sometimes. Alright, Speedy McGeady. I definitely hit you before you touched me, but cool. Ooh crap, inhale, get off, get off, get off, get off! Ah, dang it, I got touched by something else afterwards. Oh, it's you! Oh, spider bombs. That's what I got touched by. I didn't even realize she set one. Ah, one of them's a tracker. Alright. Trying to focus on... There you are! Anytime you find out you have a tracker in the room, that has to be your first priority, because the tracker will have that death ball go in a circle around it in the perimeter. You need it down ASAP. And King Cheesenot, as I started to rip into him to heal, freaking killed me. Ugh! Why can you not be cheap? You're ticking me off! Really? Just... get over here and die. Definitely not having a good season. Alright, let's head back to town because we just hit 35. So, we have the arena unlocked. Cool. More importantly, 35 unlocks spinning deformation. I love this skill. Sorry, Phoenix Hammer. You gotta go. Spinning deformation. Ooh boy. We have a lot to talk about with this one. So, I'll try to keep my words on it as smooth and simple as possible. But the nicest way to put it to start with, this is a skill you're gonna love over and over and over again. How do I know this? I use it a lot. What's it gonna do? It's gonna give Rip and Tear a whole new meaning. That's the first thing it's gonna do. So we're gonna change ourselves to magical because we need to be magical. Alrighty, so that's everything we got. Spinning deformation's now in place. Now, so we have a conquest to finish. Done with you. Alright, so Heart of Genesis. Here we go. Death Wheel! Yeah. You want to know the fastest way to break through a chain of, command enemies? Spinning deformation is your friend. You can basically stack through a group of enemies and just start powering on the damage. Again, greatest purpose, group enemies. Get a group of enemies, and just start tearing through them. Greatest use is right there, getting through enemy invisibility moments. They're being a jerk. Be a jerk harder. Second greatest use, spinning deformation. You link that into, your metamorphosis and being demonized and everything. You can just start shredding people in half. Because again, think about it. All the different attack stances and patterns you have while in demonized mode. Just start shredding them. As always, don't forget to restore yourself of your demon energy by using Painful Rapture, and then as always, to increase your attack intelligence, always use after, Painful Rapture, Falling Soul, increases the total amount of return for everything. but Painful Rapture is your main demon gauge building skill. So if you need, you need Metamorphosis energy, that's where you go. You get that skill on and you get it done. In addition to knowing, exactly what heavy hitting skills to use, when to use them, why to use them. I know I shouldn't be talking for the amount of crap I've eaten in the last couple dungeons about stuff like that, but... Oh, bleed out, okay. I can cure that by using Shadow Render and just absorbing life by shredding people with my scythe. Thank you for trying. Alright, so that put me to 36 and a half. Back to town. I'm almost ready to go that way. Curse my thorns, echo of nothing, thunder mine, my bless. Devil Strike, because obviously I need it. Furious Grab. Second Uppercut, because I like to lead into that. Beautiful. Alright, so one last thing before I guess we get too into this is, I want to introduce the Asura. Because I did mention I'd talk about him for a little bit, so, we're gonna talk about him for a little bit. Alright, Asura is not that boring, come on now. A properly built Asura can be a very entertaining comboing death machine, but you gotta know how to use it. Yes, I know about you. Leave me alone, Syria. Alright, so we are a Slayer, we are male, learn our gender. The Asura. Hey, Rayo. Well, I guess my thing is when DFO first came out in the USA, Asura was my first character, and I just sort of fell in love with it just because I learned real quickly how to use it, when to use it, what are the correct ways to use it, stuff like that, so that in itself is probably my own undoing, but alright, so Alright, so we gotta talk the basis of the Asura. So, Asura has one thing you should only worry about, and only one thing to worry about. Short swords. Because you're a magical-based character. So, obviously you have basic armor mastery, but you also have plate mastery, so short sword mastery. What this does is you can increase basically your attack level with it and stuff. So, you definitely want it. That, and it goes into other things that help out as well. Yes, they are the devil's weapon, and we're the devil. Move on. So we need Ghost Orb. We obviously have Wave Manifestation brand. We'll talk about that soon enough. We need Force Wave Neutral. Wave Wheel Slasher. I like to have Thrust because I'm an ass. Arrow Chain is nice to have. Upward Slash. I don't really use that too much. And I guess just for the sake of keeping us balanced at the moment, we're going to use Drive Slash because we need to get to 20 in order to get Spirit Crescent, which is another useful skill. And then at 30 we start getting our more technique-based skills, which for now, we have all the skills we're basically going to need. Backstep can come off, Kazan I don't use. Alright, Wave Manifestation, we're actually going to put over to here. Drive Slash to here. Wheel Wave Slasher here. Thrust is not a command item. I need you here. Ghost Orb here. You there. And then I guess just clear you guys off the board because I don't want you right now. Okay, so let's get right into it. The Asura is a distance fighter. But you have to play close range to start. So here comes a lot of pain. First things first, though. Gotta get that up and running. Oh, come on. Alright. Again, this is the one thing I hate about season mode. These jerks. Yeah, get off. Really? Their grab is the worst. That's like the absolute worst thing these guys have. And in regular DFO, they're not that bad. But in this version, the season mode package, they can go die in a fire. Eat a Ghost Orb. These guys are not going to be, you know... Asura is not going to be friendly until about level 30. Which is the unfortunate thing, because, you know, the Asura is a very nice character if you can get it up and running. Again, if you can get it up and running. But I guess we should start talking about the wave manifestations, huh? So as you can see above my head, I have floating Japanese symbols that pop up occasionally. Those are my manifestations. I'm allowed a max 5. For each manifestation I have a little bit more attack power in the magic department, and I can do better techniques with different items. For example, if I can manage 5 manifestations, I can launch an ultra powerful Ghost Orb that pretty much is a one-shot New King Wrecking Ball. But I gotta get there. When I got it, the damage. Pretty much eviscerated this guy's life bar. which is a nice thing to do. Wave Wheel Slasher, pick up an enemy and turn it into a spinning mess. A very nice thing to have. Neutral Wave Force, I do a splash damage attack. People out of my way. And I guess that's just a neutral skill that I never realized about. Oh, I hate you already. Rats summon more rats, which summon nothing but trouble. Where are you? Eat a ghost orb. Yeah. Neutral Wave is your best friend. It is basically your get out of my face move. Because who doesn't love a get out of my face move? Honest to goodness though, my favorite does not start coming up until 30, which starts with Ice Wave Sword. That is my first favorite move in the Asura move pool. It is one of the best ones the Asura has next to Neutral Wave. It is a second form of Get Out of the Way because it basically stops people in their bloody tracks. So you don't have to worry about much. Besides being shot in the face and poisoned. Because why not? We want to be cheap as funguses. No. I deny your chance to do that with Ghost Orb. Little pickups. Alright. This is the type of boss that defines get out of the way moves. The reason I say that is this is the one you're going to be using most of them on. Also, did I forget to mention that Ghost Orb's power is derived off of your wave manifestations? So yeah, don't be using Ghost Orb all of a sudden all the time. You need to use it when you have full manifestations for the maximum amount of power. Don't always guarantee you're gonna get that far up the ladder though. Ooh, perfect. Of course he killed me with some stupid douche move. I hate this guy, I hate this guy, I hate this guy, I hate this guy. If just because I couldn't get through to him. There we go. Right in the ass. Alrighty, so... Oof. That was a tight and annoying fight. Alright, so we're gonna go back to town because we have skill bonuses to give out, obviously. So, Wave Manifestation is gonna go up 1. That's gonna increase our magical potency, which is nice. And I guess for the sake of variety, we'll take Ghost Slash with us. Alright, let's get back into the thick of it. Hopefully this time with 50% less death. Yeah, bug off. Yeah, got your animation that time, didn't I? All 4 of you. No. You made me miss. I'm a little bit pissed about that. Alright. Alright, let's bring the focus in. Come on. We can do this. There we go. Wave Wheel Slasher saved me. Or not, that's cool too. Ghost Ball. You can see, for lack of better terms, when you can actually get an Asura rolling, as you'll notice on the bottom right of the screen, my magic pool's going down. And that's something you want to see as an Asura. You want to see your magic pool dip, because that means you're doing a good job. If your magic pools aren't draining and you're constantly doing damage, you are having a problem, or you're being stuck in a corner that you need to get out of ASAP. And comboed you. Do I have any HP restores? Nope, we're boned. Okay. That's all I needed to know. HP restores? None. Got it. Boned. Da-da. And of course, there's nothing more annoying than being stuck behind a berserker who's consistently tapping your life force, by the way, because of that, and throwing a ghost orb and missing. I should point out that berserkers don't exist in normal DFO, as far as I know. But we'll check back into that, because I'm going to start up a different character at a different point in time. So, we'll dive into that mystery soon enough. Raffle stumped. Alright, we got 2 keys. That's a start. Obviously, we're going to sell this off. Small repair. Gonna head back to town because obviously we have skill points to put in, which is kind of nice because this helps us towards our level 20 goal. Which kind of blows my mind is, you know, that Ghost Orb becomes available before Spirit Crescent, which honestly doesn't make sense to me, but I'm not going to complain because Ghost Orb is one of the more useful skills for screen clearing when it comes to an Asura. I say useful, but this would be a goal weapon for me at level 25. I highly doubt that, you know, a 25 sword is going to be that good for me. But this would be a nice sword just because of the katana mastery bonuses and the attack speed bonus. Yeah, it's good for the, you know, physical movements and stuff like that, and it helps me get through stuff quicker, but short swords are where it's at for the Asura. Which is why I'm kind of disappointed that there is none here for the Asura. But there is a whole lot of nice equipment. You just gotta save up all these wonderful Arad meteors. Good luck doing that, by the way. It is a pain in the butt. Very big pain in the butt. Alright. We're going to do one more dungeon. We're going to go to Salif City of Spores, and then we're going to hop back over to the Avenger. You know, finish him off for the next hour. And then, if we get enough time, there's one character I did want to look at that I don't want to do in season mode, just because. Pick and choose your battles, Sporeheads. I have no qualms about ending every single one of your asses. Hey, level 20. Oops. Forgot my manifestations. So manifestations, again, obviously something you don't want to forget while you're deep in the middle of combat, because the more they have, the more powerful you are, the more powerful Ghost Orb is, and it's gonna later build up a lot quicker, so Ghost Orb becomes pretty much a on the fly, hey, I need to use you, slap, 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 done. Slap, 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 done. Ooh, still got a target. Yeah, you're not doing that again. Trapped in the back. Multiple damage. And that poison trail was nowhere near where I was going. Thank you very much. But sure, I'll let you kill me. Again, you don't want to get stuck in an inhale for too long. An inhale monster, as soon as it gets you in, starts doing rapid damage reduction. Rapidly takes less damage and starts doing rapid DPS to you. And it's not something you want to have done. Thanks for the free over counter. Restore up this group. Yeah, I'm starting to get a roll on. It's after the first couple stages, I'm starting to think that, you know, you start to get the, you know, the mojo rolling and stuff. Oh, you're an inhale. That's why you're doing massive damage. Oh, she just dropped a butt ton of Arad meteors, which again are nice to have. About to bludgeon. Rather crappy plate armor. Nothing else pretty much particularly useful. Okay, I did unmute myself. I was curious if I did that or not. Alright. Back to town. So, Spirit Crescent, one of the Asura's more useful moves. Obvious reasons behind it. Put in some short sword mastery. Wave Force Neutral, Wave Manifestation Brand, Drive Slash, Wave Wheel Slasher, more into Ghost. For Magical, we'll put into Magical Crit. We do have physical damage too, so we'll put into Physical Crit as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. So, we'll take a look with the Spirit Crescent real quick, what it does, right after we open our box, because we have our box. So we have our Slayer box for Asura. Level 20 package. Yay, it's a package! Uh-huh. More damage, more power, more defense. Way more defense. Nicer sword. We can actually get all the Rotting Loss, so... or a Rotting Lot, so... we'll take a quick run through the Rotting Lot. With our completely overpowered Asura now. And I hate these worms. Kara worms can blow one. Massive loads of damage, very slow recharge time for that move. It's just they charge at you and you're dead. Kinda like that. And then there's Daddy Worm that does the same stupid stuff. Oh, right. I suppose we should discuss the Asura Crescent. Basically, this is another wave manifestation usage, like the Ghost Orb. At least as long as they haven't changed it since then. Basically, build up a manifestation, step back, let it rip. Oh, it's not. Oh, I hate the Berserker. You are a jerk, sir. Good day. Alright, I normally should be doing full clears, but I'm just gonna go straight for the boss. As soon as I can figure out the direction he's in. Oh look, an inhale! Just what I did not want to see, because I'm going to die to it. I hate inhale monsters. There we go, that's one way to nuke a room with an Asura. Ooh! Dang! Alright, guess we should talk about that too, huh? Moments like that don't come up. So, when the screen flashes right after you've gotten hit, basically if you have 50% or more, anywhere between 10 to 50% of your HP, if you get criticaled for anything at that point in time, you enter what is known as last chance mode, where you basically have all or nothing in the plot for you. Can you survive? Good luck to you type crap. 9 times out of 10 you're going to find out the answer is no, you're not going to survive, because immediately after entering last chance mode, you're going to get hit again because the game is stupid. This is why I said I had a love-hate relationship with DFO the other day. Because of stupid crap like that. Oh, and this ambusher can go down a fire too. No. I'm sick of dying to things I should over-counter. Like, I'm sorry, but if I slap you in your over-counter status, you should not be hitting me. Per the game's logic. So the fact that you are hitting me, I'm finding a little redundant. And I moved out of your way, so suck one. Oh, nice! Now you're gonna gang me! I'm hitting you in your over-counter mode. You're a jackass! Oh my goodness! Alright, fine. You want to play cheesy? I'll play cheesy. Wow. Now I'm getting really mad. Yeah, right there. Right flicking there when you did your second attack, you were in over-counter status, and I hit you. You shouldn't have continued the attack. Okay, I'm starting to think the rules for the season mode are a little bit iffy now. Really? He poisoned the entire bell! How was I not supposed to get near that? You cheating little worm! Get off the ground. Stop poisoning me. Oh my goodness. You die. You're the one that needs to die, not me. Are you flipping serious? Not only is he poisoning the ground so I can't touch him, I'm now being cheated out of the stupidest and simplest of things. Oh, and now you're gonna tell me I'm overburdened out the butt. Right. Thanks, game. Okay, can I pick up the rest of my loot now? Thanks. Hello, Neo Skyner. No, I didn't want to make a summoner, because summoners just... well, don't get me wrong. Summoner would be the ideal situation to handle this with, but I'm not always often one for sitting in the corner and just letting the cheesery happen. There we go. So, we just got the charge buster for Asura Spirit Crescent, so yay. Should have created something like summon. Oh. Sorry, I misread that. Alright, well, let's not continue to frustrate ourselves with this crap. Let's focus on our main target. And that's this wonderful piece of work. And by piece of work, I mean this piece of awesome. Yes, 4-step reward. I will go get it later. Alright, let's get back to tearing up the heart of Genesis. Yeah, how do you like me now? Really? Chainsaw. I'll keep finding different ways to restore my life, don't you guys worry. I'm still gonna come at you with the same velocity no matter what, though. Oh, you're a berserker. I am slashing the crap out of you. Oh, you're named. Okay. No wonder you're not just going down. Shredder! Here we go. Now I'm on track again. Oh, you're an ambusher. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, fresh meat for me, not for you. Ugh. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm a little bit better when it comes to using the Avenger than I am the Asura at the moment. Probably just because when I last played DFO, the last character I used was the Avenger, so... Alright, got the level 37. Yeah, better demonize for this fight. And shredded. I swear that fight gets easier and easier and easier every single time. Alright, so 37, I'm allowed to head into the shark habitat. Nice. Yeah, cards. No, that's not what I'm looking for. No, not that either. I guess I don't know what I'm looking for. Yeah, Behemoth's the other way now. Oops. I'm a little too used to old DFO.
더 이상 볼 일은 없다.
Oh, crap and a half, man.
망가진 장비는 내게 맡기라. 장비관리는 잘하고 있나?
Alright, let's do some behemoth. Almost. I'm trying to figure out where, Ah, okay. People are doing the conquests, get those. Yep, okay, that's how we're doing it. Alright, so we'll just have to start taking care of doing some more conquests when we actually pay attention to stuff. So... Alright, let's do this. Oh yeah. I should probably explain Behemoth, huh? For those who have not played DFO, the best way to explain Behemoth is it's a little floaty. Ugh, killed by a sharkade. What the heck? Red shark. Red shark. Guess that's one way to start juggling. Just... Alright, so far, confirmed jump attack equals life restore, question mark? No, it's not. You're trying to hide from me. And I am smarter because, well, I'm a priest for crying out loud. I'm supposed to be smarter. Hey, 38. So, I'm not supposed to beat this guy down until he summons 5 more sharks. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Shred! I have all these arid meteors to deal with, that's for sure. Yeah, that's fine too. At least I'm building them. Yep, there it is. Beat it after it summons at least 5 of them. Got a lot of that to do. When do I start getting cube skills? 40. 40 is going to be a wonderful day. It's not too far off. That's the hope and goal, is we're going to hit 40 and get a little bit leveled up and see a couple of those skills today. Would be nice. Also, tonight I was planning on doing, 2 separate portions of live streaming. For those that like the game, just a shout out for it. I will be doing Warframe. The War Within starts tonight. There's a quest line that starts up, and I'm gonna take a peek at it. I am only 38 and 39 to unlock the special dungeon, so we'll just pound on some more sharks real quick. Yeah, again, if you like Warframe, that will be tonight, hopefully starting at midnight. That will be midnight to 1. We'll be doing Warframe to check out the War Within subquest that just got released yesterday. And then starting from 1 to 2, if, you know, literature is your thing, I'm going to be sitting down to recap what I wrote last week, or last Sunday, on my live stream for my book that I'm writing, and then we'll go down and write some more pieces, so that's going on tonight. Just heads up notice for those who would like to watch those. Alright, confirm jump attack does restore life. Ow, 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 I'm bleeding. And that's crap. Alright, so... Death by skill, does that count towards... That's the fact you just bit me like a jerk. Huh, not always. Guess I have to do something very specific. Okay. So the screen has to shake. Alright, so the screen has to shake in order for me to be absorbing life. I think that's a little passé and stupid, but... meh. Say this much though, we're finally gonna have use for all these action points that we've been building up during the dungeons. And so we're at 39. If I can manage to pull 40 off, this dungeon, I'll be ecstatic, but I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Well, better start shredding. Yeah, you're gonna start dive bombing to make my shreds useless. Yep, made me waste just practically almost all my demon gauge. Yeah, that's okay. Still got him. No, you want a class for fisting. That's the monk and that's the brawler. Any form of the brawler. Yeah, the monk's monk's the class you want to see if you want to see a Mr. Fister. Alright, so let's head back to town. You know what? I don't feel like having to move on. I'll take that boost to 40 now. Which will allow me access to Reaper. and Demonic Clutch. Two fantastic, wonderful skills, and I barely use Slow Heal anymore, so we're going to take the SP out of that for all of our other level ups we have to do. But, those two skills are going to become our best friend in a moment. Let's see here. Because we can practically cast our buffs whenever we want. Just want to get those two on the command board. Alrighty, so level 40 is... I know someone's gonna say it, so I'll say it now. Yeah, so what? I cheated. Move on. They gave me the coupon. I used it. So... as always, for most skills, some of them take demon energy. And the rest are just OP. So these two wonderful cooldown skills, which obviously require action bar points or clear cube fragments. They're going to be our best friends whenever we have action points. Because these two are going to pretty much come into play and just be OP. So, Reaper, the first one we're going to use is Reaper, just so I can... I guess I'll use it on the boss spawn that shows up, just so I can pin him like a freaking balloon. So, this is Reaper. It gives Rip and Dare a whole new meaning, because basically you're launching Demonic Claws to do, I believe it's 6 to 7 attacks at any given time. And my absolute favorite for crowd gathering, the Demonic Crab. Just group a bunch of schmucks together and slap them in the face. I mean, Reaper does the same thing too, but, you know, Demonic Clutch, excuse me. Amazing, amazing skill, Demonic Clutch. Just, you know, simple as fishing. Basically drawing people from one side, drawing people from the other side, and explosion. It doesn't get any more simple than that. Oh, wow. Ambushed and drawn in by 2 sharks for a bite. That is low. Oops. Accidentally went into Rip and Tear mode. That's okay. Trying to read my buff list and kind of did it poorly. There we go. So now we just gotta build our action bar back up, because we're gonna be using it for Gigalodon pretty badly. And let's just pin all of you in the corner to start. And then have a group hug. And here comes Gigodon. He dove into the ground. To make it worse, I have this ambusher red shark here. Pin, 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 pin. Boom. And dive. Chunk, chunk. Deli cutter. It's for 35. It would be nice, but I don't need it just because, obviously, yeah. I have my awesome returnee gear, so. Alright, so we managed to make it to 41. That's kind of awesome. Again, more, you know, passive upgrades slash, you know, basic upgrades for stuff I need. Alright, I think it's time we collected all this stuff that we're hoarding onto here. But, gonna head back to character. And over here. I'm proud of her. I am not proud of this one. So, new class they came out with, since I last played at least, is the Demonic Lancer. And he has Vanguard and Skirmisher as his, you know, class advancements. And then for Vanguard, he goes to Revenant, then Warlord. And then for Skirmisher, he goes to Highlander, then Durandal. But, yeah, so let's just take a moment and run down the list of, characters that they got, just so if we can understand some of the things that go through this. Obviously we're gonna play a Demonic Lancer because I want to try him out, but for Slayer, obviously there's the Slayer. He has the base class, and then he has the evolutions of the Blade Master, which is a Weapon Master. He can use all the weapons, and he has different skills to use with each one. The Soulbender is another cloth-wearing class, as you'd be surprised. He relies on the demons within him to pretty much become powerful. There's the Berserker, who uses basically his own life force and bonds with his demon even deeper than the Soulbender to go absolute apeshit crazy. Then there's the Asura, who basically forsakes his own eyesight, pacifies the demon, and continues to basically be a freak of nature. The female Slayer is completely different from the normal Slayer. She has the evolutions of a Swordmaster, the Dark Templar, the Demon Slayer, and the Vagabond. Gunner, I cannot stand these guys for the life of me, has the evolutions of Ranger, Launcher, Mechanic, and Spitfire. The female Gunner, same thing. This one's a little bit different though, so it's up to you which one you want to use. The male Mage has Elemental Bomber and Glacial Master. The regular Mage has Elementalist, Summoner, Battle Mage, and Witch. All which, by the way, are magical. Except for the Summoner. Except for the Battle Mage. She's a hybrid. I guess I should explain that too. When you select in a class, each one has a specific element that they use, either physical or magical. You can obviously tell by what they do over here, and just how difficult the class is going to be to play by going through here. So for example, Demonic Lancer. Vanguard is the easier of the two between, Vanguard and Skirmisher. For the Slayer, it starts off easy. Blade Master's an expert. Soulbender's an expert. Berserker's easy. Asura requires a bit of talent. Anyways, back to our list. The Knight, which is an alright class. The Elven Knight. And the Chaos Knight. The Elven Knight is a bitch to use, I'm not gonna lie. I played her when she first released, and it was very difficult to get used to her because you had to learn to change certain things together to make things work correctly, called combos, and I could not combo for the life of me. So, yeah. Then there's the Chaos Knight, which basically just is a summoner slash tank. So yeah. Fighter, there's two versions. They both have the same evolutions, but they're both a little bit different. For example, there's the Nen Master for the male, and then the Nen Master for the female. Female Nen Masters are different from male Nen Masters for many different reasons. Then obviously the Striker, Brawler, and Grappler. Again, Striker, Brawler, and Grappler. It's going to take a while to explain the differences between all of them. Honestly, my best response, try them out yourself. The Priest, one of the classes we were just using, has the Avenger, obviously, also has Exorcist, physical, and magical choices. Has the Monk, which I already explained, is the Fister from any which direction you want it to be. And then, of course, the Crusader, because why not? For Fieth, we have Rogue, Necromancer, Kunoichi, and Shadow Dancer. Again, two magical, two physical. Choose your luck. Dark Knight is a weird end-all be-all class. And this is if you like clicking a lot. If you like a click-and-play adventure type class. Here you go. Play Creator. Otherwise, stick with regular mage. So anyways, we're going to make a Demonic Lancer. Honestly, I don't know which way I want to go. I guess we'll find out when we get there. How do people take my name before I even create something? Whatever. So, let's check out the Demonic Lancer. We're at least gonna watch this.
제국의 투기장. 한때 일부 귀족들만의 전유물이었던 투기장은 황제에 의해 일반인들에게 공개되었다. 황제는 막대한 상금과 명예를 약속하여 검은 뱃속을 채우려는 모험가들과 귀족들의 전투 노예를 투기장으로 끌어들였다. 투기장의 우승자는 전투 노예인 마창사라도 제국군의 간부가 될 수도 있었고 부와 명예, 자유를 거머쥘 수 있었다.
콜로세움 우승자가 부와 명예를 버리고 떠나는 건 마창사 녀석들밖에 없을 거야.
네가 그토록 바라던 곳이다. 편히 쉬어라.
Getting pitied on someone we don't even know that's giving us gear. How nice. Those. Oh, cool. We get different equipments that are going to help us out. Yep. Backstep because I don't like it. Well, that was that was kind of funny. How much do we have to decide? 13 days. Alright, we'll decide by then. Alright, so we have a lot of stuff, obviously, that we can do, so... let's obviously get cracking. Cracking. Alrighty, so let's take a peek.
어디서부터 말씀드려야 할까요? 알아두는 대마법사 마이어에 의해 무사하신 모습을 보니 마음이 놓이네요.
Alright, so here we go. First setup of stuff outside of season. Obviously, like most major games, DFO has a quest system. It also has scenarios. Nice to know. Gotta say, I definitely like the interface though. It's nice to know that they keep the same interface both for season and regular mode. A new skill, we have new icons for quests. So they want us to skill up. Hook and throw, huh? Okay. Alright, and they want us to go back there, so we're gonna go back. First things first, obviously, by doing that quest, they gave us a nice new weapon. And then we have, obviously, this wonderful disassembler. I'm doing a multitude of different things. Alright, so we got all these. Punch that ticket for the day. So let's see here. 50% experience for an hour. For 10 minutes. Got another one of those. And a chaos stone. Ooh. Those are important to raise up for. Speaking of... yeah. Oh, those aren't treatable? Well, you're a jerk. Alrighty. Really wish it'd stop putting me on the easy mode. Unless they took away, you know, the difficulty of the dungeon levels, which would kind of suck. Just because I was so used to having specific challenge dungeons and stuff. Hooray! Normal parameter boss. So, one of the things you'll obviously notice that's changed if you've watched any of the past season videos / been here earlier, is you'll notice that she now has a life bar that doesn't have percentages on it. So... alright, back in town, being forced to go do another run around. That's the basic startup of how this works is... go to a dungeon, get a quest, complete said quest, and then, you know, go back around and do everything else all over again. just thought hook and throw would be a little bit more fantastic than that. Okay, there we go. I just need to aim it. Alright, so basic demonic lancer is great for comboing and great for group control. That's actually something I kind of admire when it comes to some characters. Well, especially when it comes to DFO. I want to know how good group control the character is. Like with the Avenger, I have amazing group control as long as I'm one step ahead of the curve. Hold on, whoa! That's actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's my basic jump attack. Awesome. I'll be abusing the crap out of that. Put you on, you on, you on, put you on. You on, you on, you on, you on, you, and screw the lot of you. Alright, uses heavy armor and strength as his base. Heavy armor and light. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hmm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Somehow, I'm leaning towards Vanguard. I say I'm leaning towards Vanguard. Doesn't mean I'm gonna stick there, though. Alrighty, let's get this rolling onward. Oh yeah. The only boring part about the non-season mode, basically the story mode, is having to sit there and plug through all the story. It can get a little bit monotonous, but it's not overall too bad. And finished in the air. Beautiful finisher. Obviously, after every run, you want to check for new equipment, see if you get any upgrades, fun stuff like that. Kind of sick of the newbie touches. This is where I partially got myself thankful that in season mode, that's not something I'm doing. But thankfully, they have pretty much made this almost quicker. I say almost because I'm still going through the newbie dungeons, and it's a trifle, but it can happen. But the point is, I wanted to check out the Demonic Lancer. I'm out of season character spots because I made a Nen Master, an Avenger, and an Asura. I don't like getting my arse kicked at just at the moment, so why not break up the repetition with, well, worse repetition, I guess. Also, welcome. I would say your name, but I'm more than likely going to destroy the crap out of your name in the process. Oh yeah, dude. Like, the Nen Master is completely squishy as hell, no matter no matter what form you're using. The Avenger is just OP as crap, but the moment he starts getting combo locked is when the Avenger stops going anywhere. And same for the Asura. It's like they totally squishified some of the better classes. I went with the Avenger just because it was just something I was rolling good with the last time I played, and I was like, oh hey, well, I'm doing good with this, why not? And it just sort of ran with it, and it was good, but then there's just points where it's starting to become not good. But yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards the heavy armor class, the Vanguard. And I'm hoping for the best here. And as far as this season goes, yes, I've seen a lot of monks and different type of female slayers on the loose. I have seen a lot of mage classes just putting around. And by putting around, it's usually the summoner that's putting around. Because, why not? Yo, seriously? I'm just better off doing jump attacks. Just get a weapon and start jump attacking everything. Yee! Chasing! And someone else wanted to say Asura was boring earlier. I think this gives Asura at least a little bit of variety. Like, as long as I hit with all of them, I'm pin missiling for 6 hits. So if I time it out correctly and time out when I'm going to drop and come down with it, that's 6 undodgeable hits for the most part. Consistently. That just pretty much made me OP. Alright, so, how long have I played DFO? Let's see here. So, back when Nexon had it, I played all the way till the final days of the server. And then when it came back, I got back into it again. But at some point, it just became boring for me, so I stopped for a little bit. Then they released the night class, and I went through that, and I got that to 70. And then I stopped again. And then I heard from a friend, it's like, hey, they're doing seasons in DFO. You want to come check it out? I was like, cool. Season mode. All right. I'll dip my hand in that. Have yet to run into him in the damn game again so far. So I don't know where he is, but I'm at least trying to do my best effort to like DFO again. And for the most part, I'm liking the subtle cosmetic changes. They're very nice touch. I like the fact that they did do a season mode, but at the same time, it's turning into one of those Diablo 3 moments where it basically turns out that you have to have this certain character, or you have to play this class this way, if you want to make it anywhere, and I hate that. I absolutely hate that about a season mode character. Like, if you have to play a certain way to play the character in order to get anywhere, like, for example, with freaking Diablo, there are people that sit there and on the second day are Paragon 2500. How in the hell did you invest that much time into that? That's what blew my mind. But when it's with this, it's just... With this, at least I know what I'm walking into. I've played it before. I've pretty much tested almost every single class there is to exist, except for this one. And, you know, each one has its own quirks and qualities and properties and stuff like that, but you gotta have a special love and affinity for certain classes in order for it to, really grow on you. Like, I'm not usually one that's into lances, but I could get behind this lancer just because he's cheesing! And I love cheesing. Goodness knows how much these arad meters are going to go for, so I'm going to collect them. Stronger weapon, stronger foot, stronger pants, stronger chest. Brand new. Sell the rest. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Like, if you can sit there and get in going ham with, like, learning all sorts of different classes and stuff, it helps you out in the long run just because you can sit there and effectively find a class that you're looking for by doing that. That's how I ended up finding out that I actually have a decent affinity if I actually have a good mindset for actual MMORPGs. If I want to be a healer, I could do it. It's just, honestly, I don't want to put forth the effort. Boosh. Oh, I could have kept wall comboing off that. Dang. That would have been fun. Alright, I'm done killing that thing over the tail. That is so cheap! Here, let me just corner lock you so you can't do anything. Now, if this was season mode, that would actually be totally fair and not a problem for me to do. But where this is non-season mode, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cheap. Just, you know, throw you in the corner. You know, uplift you again, get a few more stabs in, get some more uplift, stab you again, throw you on the next corner. Oh, cool, I threw the boss. Get in the corner. You know what? I'm gonna throw you against the wall just to finish you. My all-time favorites, or at least my top 3 from all the classes I've ever played, are my Blazing Flower, Saint, obviously, because, you know, Crusaders are awesome. I've never made it to a Saint, I made it to Paladin, but I wanted to try to get the Saint at some point. I'm going to try that at some point in time. And then the Avenger, just because it shreds the living crap out of everything! Which obviously is the goal for things that you want to have to do, is shred the crap out of it. But yeah, you get a point there. No, a joyous day for me is when I can sit there and indefinitely chain a combo of, you know, just juggling the crap out of enemies, which honestly isn't that hard to do. I mean, if you really want to go the distance. Case rested. Shut up and get on the wall. So yeah, overall thoughts on Base Lancer? OP. My base and initial thoughts on the Lancer is he is OP as hell. I mean, I have... I actually did it that way too. And that's actually the first way I did it myself, is I sat there and I just went OP business with it, and just... It's one of the levels of Behemoth. You get a mounted machine gun. It's a writable mount that has its own HP bar and stuff. And what you do is you just go in there and you use it and just destroy the living crap out of everything. Perfect. Alright, rare shoulder pads. Might as well put on the belt, bring his crap. back to town, or get some stuff to turn in anyway. The title book, we got Beast Slayer and Passionate Adventurer. I am going to go in favor of Passionate Adventurer just because. And, where is it? Specials, I believe? There we go. Daredevil! Reach a combo of 888 in the dungeon. Gives you 3 attack speed, 5% casting speed for 20 seconds when achieving 10 combos, and then you get plus 40 to everything for 40 seconds for achieving 100. Basically the most broken thing in the universe. Well, almost the most broken thing in the universe. There are some far, far worse things. Alright, we can learn some new skills, so let's check out some new skills. Counterattack ability. Paratrooper. Oh. Alright, let's keep on chugging. We're at least gonna advance this guy today. Can't change our difficulty, which I think is crap, because I want the bigger challenge. Wow! That is overpowered. Oh yeah, that button. Right, I'm gonna get this done. Oh, come on! Booyah! Nothing like a big stab in the heart just to say hello. Gotta say this much, the Demonic Lancer has amazing reach. Yes, my highest is my unfortunate level 70 Elven Knight, which I wish I went Chaos with. I would happily class change her if I could, just because I'm not good with the combo system. At least for the Elven Knight. Any other, any other class's combo system. All aboard! Finished via impalement. Love it! See more selling of the junks because we don't need them. Jumping poking move to dive. Basically, yeah! Because why not? Let's be stupidly cheap. Jumping poke to okay. Boosh! Alright, the timing's gonna have to be kind of precise, but I can pull it off. Doink doink! Speaking of cheap. Well, speaking of cheap. Yeah, no. I saw the videos for Second Awakening, but I just could not motivate myself to get to play. Just because I was so burnt from DFO, because I literally every day got on and just grounded that knight to level 70 just to get to where I was with her. So I would not be able to bear another 5 levels with her, let alone another 15 levels with her to max her out again. Unless I could change her to Chaos. Oh, thanks, Ferris. I didn't even get to show off my awesome lancing skills. I'm sad, I didn't do nothing. I shall destroy all these minions for the sake of the fact I did nothing. I'm definitely liking this strike. I'm definitely liking the dive. Definitely makes a nice comboing setup. Yes, because we're BFF. We are the best bleep friends ever, Syria. Even though you never let me come over enough. Oh look, now we get to teach the soulless witch herself. Nice. Come here. Shwink! Impaled her. You're trying to increase your defense, and it will not work. Stab! Really? You dodged it? Well, guess what? I said stab. Really? How did that not kill you? I hit you in the impact zone. Stab! There we go. Right in the feels.
내게 무릎 꿇는다면 무슨 말을 하든지 빼고 달려라. 나이스.
And next place, and next place, and next place, cause why not?
Great. Overkill. Overkill.
아직입니다.
Overkill.
Gotta remember not to stand next to these guys when they blow up because of the soulless properties. The soulless monsters, for this area, because this is the only area I think they pop up in, when they die, they give off a small explosion, so you don't want to be near it when it happens. Yeah, something to avoid. Because you're not already working hard enough. This dungeon's probably going to be a quick, easy boss fight, too. I think it's just going to be one boss that sits in one damn spot. Oh, no! My mistake. Wrong one. I forgot, we gotta fight the warden first. Who puts us to sleep? Like a douche. And then blinds us. Like a douche. Basically, he's a douche. No! Yeah, I hate being knocked out in the last second like a pretty much a wuss. That's new equips. Check all the other stuff for scientific upgrade. As always, chuck the old stuff. You want to start chucking the old stuff for, you know, just for a couple of areas, just so you can get some cash built up. And then you want to break them down. Alright, so, time to advance. So, really quickly, angle cut and surround break. Bad. Oof. They're both pretty decent. But if you want my honest opinion to what I'm leaning towards, honestly, ugh, this is a hard choice.
이렇게 다시 만날 운명이었단 거겠죠? 무슨 이야기를 할까요?
Again, the Vanguard is just, you know, he looks cool. Don't get me wrong. And I love the AoE splash effects. Demonic Lancer, though, it's just... he doesn't seem as AoE heavy. He seems like a pick and choose battle type of guy. And I like that. I love how he has like the range to throw stuff, but oof. I'm definitely gonna go Vanguard, just because I like the heavier equipment. We're gonna open this box and have it prepped for later. Choose Vanguard. And then of course, obviously we'll have this for later. Eh. Not too much of a loss, in my opinion. Alright, so we got 13 more days before we have to open that one.
무슨 얘기를
I mean, yeah, I usually end up using different techniques from every other class along the way, if I'm allowed to. Keyword, if I'm allowed to. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. It's okay.
Nice. Great. Great.
I'll probably end up building a skirmisher too, just because. At some point down the road. Now I'm starting to wish I made this guy my season guy, just because. But, eh. Yeah, don't try and combo me. I combo you first. Alright, one more run, and we should get the advancement by fighting this time. Because the unlock jerk should, in theory, be in this dungeon. I say jerk because, well, he is a jerk. Huh. Don't know who you are, but you're not what I'm looking for. Alright, where's this jerk hiding? Over here. At least this place isn't too horrible. I mean, yeah, the beginning area is low, but at least you can supplement them, for the most part. Wow, caught him in his down state too. I'm an ass. Alright, so I still have access to Paratrooper, so I'm going to continue to use it. Smash. What does Smash do? Alright. Monarch Lance Mastery. Obviously want it. Ankle Cut. I guess we'll take Surround Break. Side Slash. Hook and Throw. Helm Shot. Panto. Alrighty. So obviously they didn't give me any upgrade equipment yet, just for my class, so...
이렇게 다시 만나 운명이
Go to her,
이렇게 다시 만나 운명이
talk to her, she gives us all that crap. Get our next quest. I got all these wonderful gears. Hey, Firefalls. So now we have all these wonderful gears. We're actually gonna mass disassemble this time. Take all this crap. Oh yeah. So we made our advancement, yay. That was one goal. We made 40, yay. We're gonna work on him at some point. Yeah, we have him going on and building. But our main goal now, next time we play, is we're gonna get the Avenger up to Awakening / hopefully 52, and then advance him slowly but surely. Our main focus is gonna be on this character right here, with sub-focus over here. So, unfortunately, this is gonna wrap it up for now. So, if you like what you see, do please come join us. I do have a Discord down there. You can see in the bottom right of the screen. I do have a Discord. I do have a Facebook, and I do have a Twitter. Feel free to follow those and come join us. We occasionally sit around, talk, chat it up, do different things, all that fun. It's fine and dandy stuff. In addition to that, I also put down when I do my live streams in my Discord, Twitter, and Facebook. So feel free to sign up to those if you like what you see. Also, don't be afraid to hit that follow button. That would be a great appreciation. Additionally, a reminder for tonight. Tonight we are doing our Warframe look at the War Within. Is a new subclass, subquest that launched today. I'm going to take a peek at that. And then after we take a peek at that, we're going to go dive back into my story that I've been writing. Going to have that up tonight too. That's going to happen hopefully between around 11 and midnight EST. We're going to do an hour of each, and yeah, going to be cool stuff. So thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure to entertain you. Have yourselves a wonderful evening.